Tickets are on sale for KFC Radio Live. Click the link in the bio. Get yours. Come out and hang with the boys.
You're sober now, right?
Yeah, I'm sober, guy. So no drugs and alcohol, for me right now. But I'll hold the back of your neck while you do a strong line, bro. You feel me?
You're one of those. Yeah, I'm not gonna judge. I'm just not gonna partake.
Oh yeah, bro. I smell your breath after a hot gram, Daddy. But yeah, right now, not for me, man.
Right now, meaning what? You're leaving the door open? I think you should probably stay this way if it's a better way to live, I would imagine. So
yeah, it's pretty good. For me, it's working. And that's another thing. Like I got kind of I ended up getting into sobriety like 2.5 years ago. So everything's just kind of been on this sort of place where it's going okay. Yeah. And like if I could just take care of myself and just kind of stay out of my own way, then everything just seems to kind of be going okay. So
I heard I'm a Mets fan, and I heard
Benny Agbayani, boy.
Yeah, man, the Hawaiian fucking punch,
saying,
baby.
Oh, I saw 2 Puerto Rican ladies fist fighting at the first game I ever went to. Was Benny Agbayani was playing. You guys got beat 13-0.
Hey, that sounds like the quintessential Mets experience. They got your ass kicked, and there was Puerto Ricans fighting in the stands. That's the Mets for you, man.
Somebody stole my hat too. Actually, usually you get a hat at a game. Somebody fucking stole it, dude. But it was fun.
Grimy shit, dude. What a shitty organization. But I heard that. Daryl Strawberry helped you get sober? Is that? Because that's usually not how that goes. Those usually don't go together. Daryl helping you get sober. How did that go down?
Well, dude, the crazy thing is, this Indian guy came up to me the other day. He goes, I heard your story, Strawberry Daryl. That's what he called him, Strawberry Daryl. And it blew my mind. I'm like, that's got to be somebody's name, Strawberry Daryl.
Strawberry Daryl sounds like the name of a male strip club. Like, stage 3, Strawberry Daryl is coming out.
Bro, that has to be a strip club. Let's go.
Let's open it.
Yeah. Let's let a couple seagulls loose at the beach. It's Strawberry Daryl Day today, Yeah, man, I got high on cocaine one night here in the city, and I ended up with a taxi driver, this dude Luigi, and I ended up driving the taxi. He's in the back. We're up in North Harlem. He got me an escort, and I didn't want an escort. He's in the back with the escort, and I'm driving.
Wait. So he gets the escort, and you're like, nah, you can have her. I'll drive?
Yeah, I was like, I ain't interested in this, man. We've been doing cocaine back there, and he like put like a fancy like some paper, like, because they had this light in the taxi that wouldn't go off, and he like taped some paper over it. After a while, like the shit got a little like kind of Streetcar Named Desire, kind of, like it got a little weird. But yeah, then he got this hooker. I didn't want to be in there with him and the hooker, but then I felt kind of alone by myself out on the street. Then I got back in, and he's like, you drive, man, you drive, And so I fucking drove taxi. I was still paying for it. The meter's at like almost $300. And
at that point, you got to turn the meter off, guy. Come on, at that point, you're just buddies sharing a night. This is no longer business. Come on, dude. Once there's a hooker involved and you're driving, I think you turn the meter off.
That dude did blow and fucked the hooker in the backseat. It was the most money he's ever made in the night.
That sounds like double dipping to me. You fuck the girl and I have to pay you? Shit.
Yeah. That's a Trump plan I think he was on, dude.
At least do like the airport $40 flat rate. Turn it off and that's it, man. Shit.
Yeah, he should have.
So
we ended up, and then I had to go to the radio station I was doing. This is when Opie and Jim had a show.
Okay.
And I got there, and Daryl Strawberry was on the radio, and I couldn't even talk. I was so fucked up, and I shouldn't have gone, but I had just gotten to know Opie. And so I didn't want to like let him down or not show up,
Yeah.
And so I was in there and I was just so scared, and like I'm sitting across and there's Daryl Strawberry, and he was like all put together. And I was
so that was like your epiphany?
Yeah, it was like this epiphany moment, because you'd always heard that he was like a crackhead or something, but here he was like super successful and like well spoken. I mean, it's 6:30 in the morning, and I couldn't even talk. And my voice is my weapon. That's the only thing I have, so it's like, and I couldn't even use it, and I'd always kind of judged him in a weird way.
Right.
But just because of what I'd heard. And here it was like this moment of like judgment and clarity, and like just like it just kind of came into this focus that was like, okay, maybe I'm not as I'm not, I need to do something different.
Right. Was Opie or any of the guys like, what the fuck, man? Was there like any
They know.
No, they didn't know. I didn't tell them.
Got it. Yeah.
And I'd go in on the break and do coke in like the little bathroom there, and like Andy Cohen's in the stall next to me, you know, with the tappiest shoes. I swear that guy's shoes tap the floor even when he's not even stepping, you know. I'm like, dude, take some of the tap out of your shoes, dude, you know.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing
you go cold turkey there. After that, you're like, that's it, or you.
Well, I got back to L.A., and I feel bad, man. I feel like I'm monopolizing the conversation.
No, that's the point, dude. Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah. They hear from us enough.
Yeah. I got back to L.A., and I sold a bunch of cocaine on my counter, and that's almost was a scary thing because I had left it there. And I wasn't doing cocaine for a long time. I hadn't done it for years. I had just had like a couple of months, maybe 2 months where, you know, I did it one night, and then the next week I did it one night, and then the third week I did it 2 nights. So it was just like... And I'd never been into it really, so it was just kind of like I was realizing it had like this. It was addictive, you know.
Yeah.
But I got back home, did the rest of my cocaine that I had on the counter, and then after that, I told a dude I went to a meeting, a manager for this big management company, and he was like, "What's going on?" And I just told him the story. I told him about Strawberry Daryl, and then he said, "Oh, you know, I go to meetings or something," and so I started going to different meetings And yeah, it's been cool.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you made the right choice because things are going good now. I would think that you are one of the few people that were inspired by Daryl. The other direction, man.
Yeah, so that's been pretty wild, man. Have you guys ever been taken gone, you know, not done this or not done that, or taken away from, you know, pornography or weed or beer or anything?
I just usually indulge in all the vices.
I don't like.
Hell yeah, bro.
I don't think I've never taken intentional time off where it's like I need, like, I've never done like sober January. I think Francis might have just done that recently or something like that. Sober February, whatever fucking month it is they do. I've never run into a problem.
Yeah.
Where I've never been like, oh fuck, this is affecting me.
Yeah.
So
perfect
like,
then. Yeah.
Then I think I'm all right thus far. You know, who knows what happens down the road. But I've been watching Catastrophe on Amazon Prime, which is like Rob Delaney's show, and he's sober and he's talking. I don't know if he's a stand-up.
I'm familiar with the mustache.
Yeah. And he's sober. He had a much more horrific story of how he decided to get sober. He was living out in L.A. He crashed a car into a power company, something like that. Broke both his arms. Ripped both his knees to the bone. I believe took out like the power on like blocks.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
The whole neighborhood was out.
And
hopefully it was during like a big game. I like to see people.
Hail Mary, the ball's in the air.
Yeah. Dude, imagine trying to crawl around a power plant, bro. That is a crazy game show.
And he was like, I don't know if he went to jail, but he had to go to rehab, did a stint in a halfway house. And he was like, you want to know what'll get you sober? He's like, it's having 2 broken arms from getting a DUI or from crashing your car fucked up, and you can't jerk off for 3 months.
Oh wow.
It's like I couldn't watch porn, I could do anything.
Yeah.
So in his show, he kind of plays a guy named Rob who is sober. So he kind of plays himself in a sense. You know, it's not. You know, not exactly doing tea. You know, he's got a family out in London, but it's comparable to himself. And there are a lot of like hints at the show to like drinking too much and stuff like that. And it's people who are like, you know, talking about like they're going through psoriasis and shit like that. And I'm only 30, and I'm like, and they're like 45, 50 in the show. But in my head, I'm like, fuck.
Wait a second. Is that me? Am I on that path?
I never even think, because I only think it's superficial pain. I only think it's shit you can see. And I'm never like, what's this doing to inside of me?
But you got that fair skin, dude. You got that sense, and you got that Downton Abbey skin, you know? So you got to be careful, dude. Anything, a fucking strong wasp could take you out, you know? You got to be careful with that fair skin, bro. You know?
Downton Abbey is spot on.
You got that fucking you got that late 1700s tone, brother.
I powder this shit in the morning, man.
Yeah. Like if I think about you, I see like a boat behind you, you know, and people starving and like famine, you know? Like you definitely, you know, you came over on you that ship boy. You definitely, there's a ship under your feet in the distance, you know, genetic distance.
All right, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Click that button.
Or I'll cut off my finger.